checking us out. We greatly appreciate it. Please keep watching. You can catch us here at YouTube. You can catch us on blazeuniversity.com. BLAYZE University.com. My man Brent. And today you happen to see another gentleman sitting here with us. This is the one and the only DJ Blaze of Blaze University. Blaze, please say something to me.
Hey, thank you, man. First of all, thanks for having me on the Bruthas show, man.
All the time, baby. Appreciate you.
I feel honored, man, to be in such good company. It is what it is, man. But I just wanted to tell everybody, check us out on the website, www.blazeuniversity.com. Reach one, teach one, gain one. Holla at us.
For sure. We got Blaze in, man. We drove in from Mississippi to do some DJ business, the ones and twos and the whole nine. I can't do that stuff. Much ups to you for being able to do it. I respect it. I'll never be able to do it, but I do respect it.
It's a talent.
Truly, it's a gift. It truly is a gift, man.
It's a talent.
But today we come to you guys on a somewhat somber note. Recently, we just received the news that none of the officers who were on trial for the blatant murder of Sean Bell.
What it is, 'cause it was a murder.
Blatant murder of Sean Bell are not going to receive not one day in jail under state prosecution. Now, to be fair, they are going to be investigated for any civil rights violations of Mr. Bell. But I believe that one officer was accused of firing 31 shots. So I'm going to ask that those who watch me do 13 things of good. Doesn't matter to whom or how or what it is you do, but just do 13 things of good, because 13 has been viewed as being a number of evil throughout our culture and our society. So I'm going to say that if it was 31 shots that killed, then 13 things to say. So with that being said, we wanted to discuss the reaction to Mr. Bell's verdict and just put what we were thinking out there. And I think it only be fair that we allow our guests to be the first to
you want to get this better with it?
Oh, for sure. This is for the brothers, that's what we're about.
We already had an off-camera discussion. We already had an off-camera discussion about really what your choices are.
Without further ado, Blaze, if you would, give us your opinion on what is your gut reaction to the
it's a messed up situation. It's been messed up for a minute since Rodney King. It's been messed up. It hadn't gotten right since Rodney.
It was right before that.
Even before that.
It was exposed. It was exposed nationwide, globally with Rodney King. That's the thing. Rodney King exposed it. So it was messed up way before Rodney King.
So two choices. Either I kind of feel like either we as African Americans are gonna just all pack up and leave here, or we're gonna stay here and confront the situation head on. You know what I'm saying? By any means necessary.
Okay. Now, when you say by any means, well, let me get Brent. Brent, what's your opinion of it? Because y'all know me, man.
I mean, for the most part, I agree with Blaze. Except I think it's one more option. Basically, either we're gonna pack up, go back to Africa. Option number two, we're gonna basically. What was the second option you gave? Bro?
Confront the
situation head on. That's option number two. Option number three, continue to, quote unquote, take it in the butt like we've been doing when these decisions come down, because that's basically what's been happening. You go out there and you talk and you march and all that, but we talked and we marched after Rodney King. We talked and we marched after Diallo. We talked and we marched after Admiral Louima up in New York. We can talk and march after Sean Bell. But if another situation presents itself where another brother is gunned down or, sexually abused in a police station, like Admiral Louima, the same thing's the same officers are gonna get acquitted again. There's a pattern there. So, what are we gonna do? Those are the three options that I see. As far as talking and marching, I don't see anything being accomplished from it.
Okay. Well, I guess it's only fair that I give my opinion. And I tend to agree with the fellas, except for I will disagree about leaving, because I'm like this. I don't know crap about living in Africa. I have no desires to live in Africa. And I ain't got anything against the people there by and large. But I'm a black American. I'm going to stay right here. Now, As for confronting the situation, that's what supposedly we've been doing through the marching and the protest.
Right.
We've been confronting the situation through civil justice. Now, and truthfully speaking, economically speaking, as far as lives and numbers and ability, it is not feasible for us to try and take up arms against the man. That is not going to work out to our advantage. We already see we don't have a problem killing them. So, what options are we now left with? Well, let's delve into the situation a little bit and see that, well, the government is largely supported by the minority workers. The transit systems are supported by normally minority workers. The utilities are supported by minority workers. My point being is that if we really want to show some civil unrest and unjust, then we are going to have to be willing to lay ourselves, souls, and our sustenance on the line and say, guess what? We're going to not do something today that we are supposed to do and we're paid to do and is expected of us to do to show this world that we are tired of being treated as though we have no merit. It seems as though we are still 3/5 of a human being in this country. Makes you wonder if you come back with a verdict with 31 shots, 3 different officers, and 1 man who didn't have a gun. But that's a whole nother.
It's no one 31 shots, man. It's 50 shots. Well, one officer fired 31 times.
I'm being generous. The point is overkill. Yeah. Literally, in the most literal sense of the word, it's overkill. You understand what I'm saying? So, the options of us doing something, like I said, if we're going to do something, we're going to have to do something that is going to make a true impact. Marching does not affect bottom line.
Well, I mean, you mentioned not doing some of the jobs that we do. Mm-hmm. Mexicans will do those jobs. I mean, they would get some. The jobs that we don't do now, they do it anyway.
It's like it's almost like a modern day strike. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Okay, but that's why strikes aren't effective right now. For the simple fact that you got somebody willing to go in there and do that job and be happy. And happy and gracious that you give me the opportunity to work for a livable wage. Well, you know what I'm saying?
And that goes back to our previous conversations about black and brown unity. Because you understand that if you all got the same goal in mind,
that's great. That's great. But right now, that's not really there. You know what I'm saying? This is right now. True. That's another topic. But right now, this is our struggle. This was our brother that was shot there on the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to be able, and I have to choose my words very carefully, but I would love to be able to see a true reaction to this verdict. You know what I'm saying?
That's a true reaction.
I don't know how effective it would be, man.
Well, no, you. Again,
I'm gonna choose my words very carefully. What was effective?
What is effective? Let me pose it to you like that. What is
I gotta back up. I gotta back up.
What is effective?
Let me just say this. There are other ways to get your point across.
Please share.
I can't, bro. I can't.
Yes, you can. Share. We've already
the audience, y'all may be able to read between the lines for what I'm saying. But there are other ways and other more effective ways to get your point across. So now I'm not saying I'm ready to go there. I may not have the courage to go there.
What is it?
You know what I'm saying? I may not have the courage to go there, but there are other ways to get your point across. That's all I can say.
No,
I'm right here beside you. I can't see between.
I'm not. You read between the lines.
I'm not saying what I need there. I know what I need to go do.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this, man. When you have a verdict that goes down, when you basically a government entity, the New York Police Department, the New York judicial system, basically tells you that guess what? Your life is basically worth nothing. Okay? There are ways that you can get your point across to let you know, to let them know that this will not be tolerated any longer.
And those ways are.
There's ways to let you know.
What are you saying? Taking another life? I mean, what are you saying?
What are you saying? Because we've already discussed. Okay, let me pose the question this way: do you believe that violence is the answer?
It could be. It could be.
Now, if that is a partial answer to the problem, how do you suppose we implement that violence?
Like I said, man, I'm gonna choose.
We're not doing it.
I'm choosing my words very carefully, man. I'm choosing
my words. We don't have a plan.
I'm choosing my words. I'm choosing my words very carefully. I'll say this.
Okay.
You know.
So you don't want to be the trigger man.
Let me say this. People of Middle Eastern descent,
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Have had ways of getting their point across.
Okay.
And have had ways of basically saying that this is not going to be tolerated.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? At this stage of our people's evolution, I don't think that we have collectively.
No, we had.
I don't say. I'm just gonna leave it right there, bro. I'm just gonna leave it right there. I'm just gonna leave it right there.
But what you won't say, I will say. Black people are not about to start doing those highs.
I'm leaving it right there.
Up in country clubs in America. We're not gonna do that.
I'm not even proposing a quote unquote jihad, man.
Well,
I'm not. So let me say that I'm not proposing a jihad. What I'm saying is that something needs to happen to let people know that we're not going to tolerate this type of thing anymore. And I don't think it's going to be through